My name is Germana Ravanelli. I am a certified clinical hypnotherapist, a mind-body healer, a personal trainer, a nutritional therapist. I was taught that health is harmonizing the body, the mind, and the spirit. Hello. Thank you so much for opening up this video. My name is Germana Ravanelli. I come to you from Vancouver Island, British Columbia, Canada, and this video is all about holistic ways to boost your energy. And energy is that currency of wanting to show up, feeling calm, feeling centered, feeling inspired. My background is in mind-body health. I'm a certified clinical hypnotherapist with over 30 years experience. I was introduced to the field primarily to want to help myself because I unfortunately had sustained a fairly traumatic childhood. And then because I hadn't healed it, I repeated it. And so my word of wisdom to anyone who has had a traumatic childhood that's having areas that they're struggling today, you're not feeling loved, you're not feeling positive, you're not feeling trusting of yourself or the world, this type of work could help you gently break those layers of the iceberg and get down inside of a place of contentment, compassion, better health. The idea of energy is it's a currency that you can't actually purchase. You can't go onto a shelf and buy energy. It's a currency that we either cultivate that lifts us up or energy that we expand that makes us sick. And there's a very strong relationship between how we think and how we live and what we say to ourselves and the quality of our life, our health, our relationships, finances, all of it. It comes down to our relationship with deep self, and if we believe that there's a creator, our relationship to that. So our words are the number one piece that comes into this conversation. What do I say to myself in the privacy of my own mind? What do you say to yourself in the privacy of your own mind? If you ever catch yourself being highly critical of yourself or negative about other people, or thinking other people don't like you, what I would ask you to start to do is notice that and then ask yourself to stop it immediately and then interrupt it with, I'm willing to forgive myself for scaring myself. The minute you do that, you're bringing your power back to yourself. What people do not understand is when we focus on the future, we lose up to 60% of our energy. When we focus on the past, we lose up to 60% of our vitality, our energy, because wherever our mind is where we are. And if we stay in the present moment, which is how you build energy and how you build health, it's how you manifest, it's how you create, is by being in the present moment. You have 100% of your vitality, provided you can train yourself to stay present. Why people meditate and why people, have these bongs and these chimes is to remind them, come back to center, come back. So our thoughts basically are like our magic wand, boom. And when we think something bad about somebody else, unfortunately, our subconscious mind will make that about us. I call it instant karma. So if you are in conflict with somebody, or you've hurt somebody, or you've done something that you're ashamed or embarrassed of, first of all, you're human. We all do it. Everyone does it. That's part of the human condition. And be curious if you can just say, I'm so sorry that I hurt that person. You don't have to tell them. You can send it energetically. And you can also say to yourself, I'm so sorry that I made a mistake. I'm so sorry that I made a mess. I'm so sorry that I did something that upset somebody. And that is the most powerful way for you to neutralize your mind's need to punish you. Because if we have done harm, even if we didn't mean to, because it happens, and we don't find a way to put it to bed, our mind will be like a little hornet's nest, finding ways to punish us and poke at us and notice at what else is missing and what else is wrong. So being willing just to say, oh my God, I made a mistake. I'm so sorry. I forgive myself. The most powerful thing you can ever do for yourself. And you could also do that for someone else if they hurt you. You can say, I'm hurt. That hurt me. I'm really sensitive. and I'm willing to let this go. All of a sudden, all of the need to be right and to control and to finger point and to shame and guilt and blame is gone. And now your energy is free. When you have your ability to stay present, one of the ways that people do it is they will ground, they'll send energetic shoots through their feet like tree roots on a tree into the earth, and then pull up the earth's energy so they feel centered here now, to move out of this busy mind. The mind, unfortunately, we all have it, is often scanning for danger. And if there is no danger and we're used to crisis, it will create more danger. So it has a job. And then that person has anxiety, depression, all of the rest of it. One of the other things that I think is super important is taking time just to be quiet. When I wake up, I do this because it's something I was taught to do by my first mentor in hypnotherapy. He said, if you want to help people, you must do your own inner work every day. And I was like, well, what does that mean? And he said, you need to have a practice of prayer and meditation so that you remember where you came from. And he was referring to the other side, that you are part of that light, and you are part of that light, and your pet is part of that light, and your neighbor is part of that light. But this is about you. If you can take your thoughts and just bring them quietly back inside, I'm forgiving myself for worrying. That's probably huge. Because worry is actually a form of prayer. You're asking the universe to manifest what you're worried about. Isn't that scary? And then if you just go, oh, I forgive myself for scaring myself, now that energy is used to be here now. And so in the present moment, you might decide, I really like a clean bedroom. I really like a clean kitchen. And you do it in a place of, this just feels good. This is me taking care of me. It's not punishment. There's no criticism. There's just a sense of, I am so grateful for this kitchen. I am so grateful for this hour to myself. And you start to invest in yourself in this little tiny way. Your intuition will build. Your ability to actually take care of yourself and love yourself will build, because it's in the moment that we do it. And then from there, you might have intuitive hits that say, this just feels good to me. And you'll do that. And that's actually your highest expression of love for yourself. So I'm going to shut the video down now. And I'm just going to ask that you, if you catch yourself thinking and being hypercritical, notice it, and you'll feel your emotions build. The minute your emotions are up, your subconscious mind is triggered, and now it's trying to attach that to something. And you can just shut it off and go, I'm sorry that I'm thinking about this. I give myself permission to let that go. I forgive myself for thinking that this person's mad at me and I need to do something about it. Because I'll tell you what, we all make really, really shitty mistakes in our life. That's why we're here. How do you manage it? Do you make it someone else's fault, or do you take responsibility for yourself? If you take responsibility for yourself, you get all your circuits of energy back, and then you learn from it. And that's one of the most powerful gifts you can ever give yourself. I hope that you liked something here, and I hope that you subscribe if you have not, and that you might share it with someone who's struggling with, anxiety, depression. I think we're all bombarded with so much negativity through this digital platforms that we have, that we're kind of programmed to look for what's missing, and then we start to doom scroll our own life. Where else is this coming up? And whatever we expose ourselves to, we become like a sponge. We bring it in, and you want to surround yourself with stuff that feels safe to you, feels kind to you. It feels like you care about you. You're showing up for you. And then from that, when you meet other people, you can tell, is this person in alignment, or are they in a different developmental stage? If you're an empath, you're an old soul, and I'm an old soul. And one of the things I needed to learn was to stop being so caught up in whether other people were okay. I needed to bring that energy back to myself and go, I'm so sorry that you're so sensitive that you want to help these people. It's none of my business to help them. It's my business to help me and to take that energy and bring it back so I can be of service when people are ready. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day.